Hey guys, it's Kelly. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I have placed the characters of MVE into the 7 deadly sins. So pretty much what I did is I pretty much did what I think each character represent, like a sin that the characters represent. Now this is just my opinion, this is not facts. Let me know if you agree with it, and if you don't agree, let me know where would you put them then. So there's 7 deadly sins, as you guys all know, and I put so with 2 sins I have 1 character. So yeah, because you guys will understand. But by the way guys, Jesse posted last night on Twitter he finished shooting and now he's just editing, so hopefully we'll have the next episode by Thursday or like Friday. So yeah, I'm excited, but let's get on it. So the first sin is pride. Okay, now pride is dangerous, corrupt, selfish, the putting of one's own desires, urges, wants, and whims before the welfare of other people. Now that character, maybe you guys also too, if you guys want to try and take a guess of which character I put in each category, let me know. This I did Joseph. Now if you guys have watched MV, then these will make most sense. So Joseph, because he's the one who created Eve, and if you remember, like towards the end of MVE, it was said that he made it so Isaac couldn't die. He wanted Isaac to win, so that was how he could be corrupt, and like he didn't care what happened to Isaac. He's the one who gave Isaac Eve to play in the first place, so he didn't care if his son got hurt. So that's the thing too, that he put his wants and needs above what's best for his sons. What else did I put? I mean, he stole credit for Eve from Abraham, aka Arachnid. So that's another thing too. And you can say too that maybe he put his desires and needs in front of his wife Mary, Isaac's mother. That's why they got separated. Because I don't remember them really talking about why Mary and Joseph weren't together anymore. But maybe I did. I just don't remember. But I feel like Joseph does fit in pride. Now he could possibly fit in other categories. Like you can say he can be greed, but I don't know. I feel like he is very prideful. I don't know. Next is envy. Envy is a sad or resentful desire towards the traits or possessions of someone else. In this character I put as Malachi. Now the reason I put Malachi is because he was always on his own. He didn't really have people work with in Eve. Like Isaac had Arachnid and Rebecca, Solomon had his brothers, and Malachi was always on his own, and I feel like he was always kind of have a resentfulness towards people. And I feel like especially Isaac, because I feel like he was always going after Isaac. And I don't know, and also if you remember too, in real life, like we have to remember Eve has 3 different layers. Spoilers if you didn't know, but it does though. The second layer, Malachi is supposedly, in a wheelchair. So you could be envious of that too. That's why he's made his character be able to walk in there. So, I don't know. I feel like Malachi fits envy. He can, of course, fit other things too, but I don't know. I just feel like he was envious and stuff, so, of people. The next sin is wrath. Now, wrath is the uncontrollable feelings of anger, rage, hatred, wish to seek vengeance. And that's obviously Arachnid. As you know, he was very angry. And he wanted revenge on Joseph for not giving him credit for Eve. We know that. So I feel like you don't have to say much on that. It's Arachnid. And if you didn't know, Arachnid, as you know, he has a spider web and a spider tattoo on him. Well, the spider web. And if you don't know, the fear of spiders is arachnophobia. That's where the name Arachnid came from. I'm sure a lot of you probably figured that out, but maybe if you guys didn't know that already, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. But yeah, that's Arachnid. Now, gluttony, overindulgence or overconsumption of anything to the point of waste. Now, at first I had Mary too as that, but I put her as something else. I put Solomon because if you remember, Solomon in real life was the little girl, and she didn't have the best home life. As you remember, like she said her parents didn't really care about her. She obviously didn't have the best home life. So I think as Solomon, she had this big house. She had all these brothers that you know, was with her and she was kind of the boss. She had all that XP on her desk in that jar. I think she kind of overdid it as her character in the game because she didn't have that in real life. So in this case, with Gluttony, she overindulged, but it was not for like a bad thing. So I feel like in Gluttony in this case is not a bad thing. So I feel like that is Solomon. And what's crazy too about this, I made a video on this. All of these people, all the characters in MV are named after biblical characters, and I made a whole video discussing that and breaking that down, so you can check that out. That's in my McJuggerNuggets playlist. Next is lust. Inordinate craving for the pleasures of the body, desire for money and power. Obviously, that's Mary too. She, you know, was always spending Joseph's money, always buying expensive things, clothing, jewelry, buying, always going shopping, if you remember that. So obviously, Mary too fits in lust. I feel like that's kind of another one that makes sense and you figure that out. Greed. Desire as well of the pursuit of the material possessions or non-physical possessions. Now this was Arachne because, you know, he wanted to win MVE, right? He wanted credit for Eve. He wanted credit for Eve. He wanted Mary. Remember in the second that he supposedly slept with Mary, and then he supposedly, spoiler alert, skip a few seconds if you don't want to hear it, he was possibly Isaac's father. Anyways, so I feel like that. And also, if you remember, with every time they get XP, he was control of like how much Isaac got and stuff. So he was really controlling over the XP, and he was, you can say, greedy with it. So I feel like Arachne does fit in wrath and greed. And plus, I couldn't think of another character that would fit in either one of those categories, so I put Arachne in both. You know, I mean, if you guys can think of another character, let me know. And last but not least is Sloth. Now, Sloth is, you know, without a care. They don't really care about anything. They have a lack of desire or, like, performance, and they're lazy. Now, so you can guess who that is? Isaac. Because, you know, he always smoked weed. He didn't really care about anything. He didn't really care about his family. Remember, he tried to off himself twice. First in the devil inside, and then in MVE, he took those pills. So he really didn't care about himself. He didn't care about anyone else. You know, yes, you can say he cared about Rebecca. He did love his sister, but I feel like he was always kind of lazy. He didn't have a desire to do anything. Like, he didn't want to go to college. He just kind of did his YouTube and played Eve. So I feel like he fits perfectly with Sloth. But yeah, that's what I feel. The characters I feel can be the 7 deadly sins. So if you guys want me to do Psycho series next, do that with the Psycho series characters, let me know. I was thinking about that too. That's something you want to see, thumbs it up, let me know in the comments below. Because this was interesting to make. I got the idea from, I was watching this guy, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but he did the Scream killers, the killers from Scream. As the 7 deadly sins, like from the first four movies. So I got the idea from that. So yeah, but I think it was interesting. I think they all kind of fit relatively well, especially if you know MVE, then it makes sense. Now the MVE Malachi, I'm kind of on the fence about, because I feel like he could fit that pretty well. I mean, because I feel like there's not any else you can jealous. I mean, you can say Arachne because he's envious of Joseph, because he had, like, you can say because he had family. He even took credit, but I don't know. I feel like that really wouldn't work. And I didn't put Rebecca in because I feel like we didn't know enough about her personally to really be able to make an assumption like that. And I feel like she didn't really even fit any of them anyways. You know, she was kind of more of a chill, laid-back character. Like, she was just kind of there, you know? Like, yeah, she kind of did play an important role, but at the same time, she was just there. But I think I did pretty well. Let me know if you agree with me. And if you don't, let me know who you would change, which ones you would change, and stuff like that. I'm curious, but hope you enjoyed this. I love you, Animus, so much. Let me know the video ideas. Let me know if you want to see me do Psycho series characters. So, guys, follow me on my socials. Follow Colin on Insta. Subscribe to Josh. Subscribe to Oyster_Juggy. Subscribe to Juggy Go. Subscribe to Dan. Subscribe to Jacob. Subscribe to Caleb. Guys, please subscribe to me. Please like. And please comment. And shout out to Dylan Vincent again. He apparently had brain surgery or head surgery. I hope you're doing okay. My prayers go out to you. Hope everything went well and the recovery goes smooth. Good luck. And I love you, Animus, so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.